So it's called the half kneeling landmine press. Now to do this exercise, we're going to need a barbell and ideally a landmine attachment, okay? If you don't have one, it's absolutely fine. You can just slot a barbell into any gap or corner. As long as you've got that hinge point, we're good to go. Now, the good news about this exercise is it's become a lot more popular recently. But the bad thing is most people are doing it wrong. So when I watch most people in the gym doing this exercise, there's absolutely no stability and it looks something like this, okay? Grabbing the bar in any old position and kind of just jerking the bar like this, okay? Look at my hips all over the place, shoulder all over the place. The great thing about this exercise is that we get to work the shoulder muscles, the upper pecs, the triceps, those pressing muscles through that almost vertical pressing plane, but we also are getting incredible amounts of hip and core stability at the same time. So it's a tremendous bang for your buck exercise. So today I want to teach you how to do this properly, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is load up a first plate, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, or just the bar. And the position, okay? We want to start with the back knee 3 or 4 inches behind the barbell here. Go up onto the toes and place your front leg up like so. Now if you come in forward here, that front leg is critical here, that we have a nice straight line from the back of the knee to the back of the heel, okay? And again, this back knee is 3 or 4 inches away from the bar. Hips completely square to the barbell. So that's your start position in terms of the base here. Now, once you grab the barbell up, we want to pay attention to a few things. First, we want to make sure that the elbow is directly underneath the hand. And secondly, we want to make sure that we have a straight wrist. Okay, so you see that straight? We don't want to extend the wrist there, or it's going to put a lot of strain through the wrist. Okay, another point. We want to start with that barbell a few inches away from the shoulder. So a lot of people will do this. Okay, now this range here, from here to about here, is very passive. We have no control of that, which means it's going to be putting a lot of strain on the ligaments and tendons of the joint. We want to keep our muscles under tension the whole time. So we want to start around there where we have control of the movement. Okay, so those are a few key points before we start. The next thing I want to talk about is stability through here. So once you've got the barbell up, we want to squeeze this back loop. We want to brace the abs strongly so that this region is still and it doesn't move. Okay? And from there, I'm going to take my outside arm out to the side, make a fist, pack that shoulder blade down to engage the lat, and I'm going to press the weight directly up and reach. Okay? So that's another thing that's important. We want to get that reach. And then we're going to pull the barbell back into position. Okay? We're going to engage the lat, and that's going to set the shoulder blade into a nice position there. Press, exhale, pull back. You'll notice that my upper body is leaning forward slightly as I press the weight overhead, and then leaning back slightly to pull the bar down back into position. And again, I'm avoiding touching the shoulder. I've got roughly a 90-degree angle at the elbow there. And you'll see my whole body's still. And I'm getting immense amounts of core and stability work here, and I'm really getting to work these pressing muscles very effectively when I stabilize like that. Okay, so I'm going to load this up now and just work through a set, just so you can see exactly what that's going to look like. But remember that we want to start with a good base position. Again, straight wrist, elbow under the bar, away from the shoulder, stabilize the glutes and the abs, and then we can press from there. Okay, so let me put another plate on and get to see what that looks like. But going back to what we talked about originally with overhead work potentially causing you shoulder pain, the reason why this often alleviates that is because that angle is slightly reduced, okay? So we're not forcing our body or yanking it way overhead. If you don't have that range right now, you can work on your shoulder mobility, and in the meantime, you can supplement with exercises like the landmine press, okay? It's going to be way more joint friendly for you, and you're going to get a lot more out of the exercise that way, rather than abandoning this work completely or pushing through pain. So anyway, I'm just going to do one set now, just to show you what that's going to look like. So I've got the knee behind the bar, a few inches. Nice 90-degree angle at the front leg. Okay. Bring the bar in position. Stabilize. Really squeezing the legs hard. Challenging exercise, again, very demanding on the core, and you're going to feel it's going to really light up your shoulder, upper pecs, triceps.